So a friend of mine at work let me take a look at his Retroflag GPI case, and I have to say I'm horribly jealous these things are sold out and he got one, which is why he let me look at it to torture me. It looks really good, just like about the thickness of a Game Boy with the size of a Game Boy Color, but then you'll see it has the 4 red buttons on the front, and it has a good looking screen here. You have your directional pads, and you have your select start button, and even the nice speaker grill in it. On the back, you'll have a right and left button, and you'll see they actually did a real good job of molding it in right next to the battery compartment. It is a little weird, I'll admit, pushing those buttons, but it is actually one of the best jobs I've seen done for this kind of handheld. And then at the bottom, you'll see you got the headphones jack, and you have a speaker grill over to the right, very reminiscent of the original Game Boy. This, if you don't already know, will fit a Raspberry Pi Zero or Raspberry Pi Zero W, which just means it has the wireless Wi-Fi on it. But you can use a USB to load all the games you want on here. You're not going to probably do anything too crazy. The Zero is a little more underpowered compared to some of today's Raspberry Pis and stuff, but you'll definitely get some good emulation out of a lot of retro consoles on here. And then on the left side, left if you're facing it, I guess, you'll have a 5-volt in, and you'll have a contrast dial on here for the screen, which I know I don't have any gameplay on here. I just was able to take some pictures quickly, but it does look really good on here. On the right-hand side, you'll have another slider. It'll be for the volume. If you look closely, a little more to the right, you'll see there's a little rubber cap there. That's where the SD card goes for the Raspberry Pi Zero. And also, that whole part slides out around that, which we'll get a better look at. But first here you can see where the batteries go in. Once again, just like the original Game Boy, it just comes off right there and fits 3 AA batteries. And then to the right here, you'll see this is actually the cartridge part that goes in the top. On the left there, you'll see there's the little rubber part for the SD card, and the Raspberry Pi Zero is inside here. Then in the back, you can see that you have the 4 screws to take apart to put it in there, and even there it says micro SD. And it has like pogo pins in it, they call it, where they are a little springy, and you can put your Raspberry Pi right in there and squeeze it together. And then here you'll see that whole cartridge is inside here, and even the back looks just like a Game Boy. The original Game Boy, pretty neat. But you'll notice where it slides in, it suspiciously looks like a Game Boy Advance slot. And then also on here you'll see that this is the power switch for the unit. Overall, like I mentioned, it's about the same thickness as a original Game Boy, but the size, diameter-wise, of maybe like a Game Boy Color. Otherwise, it's a really nice fit. It's one of those things that there wasn't a lot you could improve on for that style, because it did feel good, but it was really good. Everything was very tactile. The buttons felt great. I personally can't wait till these are back in stock, because I do want to get one that I own myself that I can actually maybe capture some gameplay on or try different things out. But so far, very impressed, and I do actually recommend this purchase, and will be getting myself 1 or maybe 2 of these for sure. I really wish someone would, Retroflag or Hyperkin or somebody, would come out with some kind of Game Gear one. But in the meantime, maybe I will end up picking up a second one just to do that, maybe a modification or something. But otherwise, I hope you liked the video, and share, like, subscribe. I know I'm getting close to my 100th video, and maybe I'll try some different things. Thanks.